And we're going to be focused not only on delivering the transformation in this region, and I can speak for hours on what is coming. This region is going to be transformed completely. You know, we spoke about the infrastructure changes, but what we want to focus on today is systemic changes. To have and experience more efficiency in the way services are delivered to you, more ability, a more service oriented, in which the delivery of services from the government, in the delivery of services from the government, you can find joy in experiencing those services. Building out an infrastructure, building out a system in the region in which we will have an all-of-government approach to people's problem, enhancing our capacity at a local level, whether it's the municipality, whether it's the NDCs. We need to work on enhancing our capacity at the local level, improving the way we manage at the local level, and improving the way in which our local leaders and the local level interact with the people on the ground also. And those are key things that we are focusing on in this transformative journey. The tremendous work that our comrades are doing on the ground, many of whom are here, you will see them every day, not only working on the ground, but in social media, telling the story of development and challenging those who are bent on misinformation and disinformation, those who are bent on creating mischief, and we have to thank them also for the work that they have been doing. Now, I'm not going to speak for very long this morning because we want to spend some time, a lot more of the time, listening. But yesterday we started, the cabinet started from very early in the morning, before 5, came down to Berbice. We had a series of meetings all across Berbice. We had a cabinet meeting here in Berbice. And then last night, we had interaction with the communities at Albion. We went back to cabinet meeting that finished sometime after 3 this morning. And we have been able to document everything yesterday. And today we'll see the other priorities that are raised. And we have been able to identify what are the main things. And we have some important lessons learned from the outreaches yesterday. I remember 4 years, 5 years ago, when we came to Berbice, the number one issue was drainage and irrigation, or farmers raising drainage and irrigation. Today, that is the least concern from all of the meetings we had yesterday. And that is because of the investments we have been making. Agriculture. We had massive complaints about the healthcare sector, the education sector 4 years ago. From all of the consultations yesterday, we have seen dramatic improvement in healthcare and in education and other services here on the ground. And I want to say that we have to continue to maintain that momentum and continue to improve from there. But we have also seen the areas now, that are key that we must focus on. And I want to tell you what we're doing. For example, and this is because of the economy. Everybody now wants to own their own home or own their own house lot. You know, the older people will tell you that they lived with their mother-in-law and father-in-law and 5 families in one house until they were 60, 70. Today, as soon as your children turn 21, you want them to apply for a house lot. You want them to have their own house lot. You want them to have their own homes. So that has created additional demand on housing. So the number one problem, and it's a good problem to have because it tells us that people want to own their own homes and people are positive about their outlook in owning their own homes. And we are pursuing an aggressive agenda on home ownership and the distribution of house lots. We want to work with you on this home ownership. That is why you will see the CHPA investing heavily in the opening up of new house lots here in Region 6, because in this 5 year, we want to bring the demand and supply to zero. That is, we must deliver house lots to every single person who have an application in the system over the next 5 years. So yes, we have recognized that your new priority is house lot and home ownership, but we are making those investments. When you talk about what we're doing at Mollison Creek, Palmyra, we're looking at the central area, the opening up of the new highway, creating new lands, the opening up of the farm to market access roads, creating new lands. The second issue is land regularization. And we still have many schemes and many areas in Region 6 where the land is either privately owned or there is still conflict on land. So you have a big issue on land ownership and land regularization. That's the second issue. We are going to set up a special mechanism with the AG chambers and hire independent lawyers to expedite the land regularization process in Region 6 so that we can move to the titling and transporting of those lands. So out of this cabinet outreach, we are going to establish a specific mechanism that will address the issue of land regularization and land ownership. The third issue is that of farming land and commercial land, because we have new farmers coming up. We are now, and this is the third priority issue, we are now working, Lionel will tell you, we're working with drainage and irrigation to open up new stretch of land, the lands and survey, the Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Public Works. We are working on building out a farm to market access road so that we can open up tens of thousands of new acreage of land to meet this demand that is growing here in Region 6. So what are we going to do? We're going to create the infrastructure in the hub, create 10-acre plots to start with, so that all of the new applicants, we can find ways in which we can support them. The fourth issue that we have seen now is that of small business support. And you know that very soon we are launching the Guyana Development Bank. And that development bank is going to offer small loans, interest-free and collateral-free to our people. And that is what the government will be doing. But not only offering the loans, it will also be providing financial literacy training. We'll have a technical team that will help you to develop your business proposal, that will help you to manage your business, and that will help to monitor your businesses to ensure that you are successful, to give you that coaching, to give you that motivation, and to give you that technical support. So that is something we have on the agenda. The fifth issue is that of public works, and that many communities raise the slothful nature in which the bridges on the main highway, the contractors are taking forever. They have not been working, and we, the AG, is engaged on this matter right now, and before the end of Monday, we will be taking very strong action against the engineers who are supervising this project and the contractors who are lagging behind on this project. The issue of GPL and GWI, whilst we have heard about improvement, there is still a lot of work that must be done to improve customer service and to improve the efficiency of the system. So we are going to work, the Ministry of Public Utilities, they're going to work with these utilities to improve the efficiency in the system, the customer relations. That is a big problem, where the disconnect between the regional managers of these entities, the customer service manager, and the way people are treated. So in this one Guyana Service Center that we are building out in all of the region, there will be a national help desk where you can go if you feel dissatisfied with any service and report to that help desk. It is integrated into a national help desk, integrated help desk that goes directly to the ministers so that we can track every issue and ensure that you are treated with respect and dignity, and our services are delivered with respect and dignity. Health and education, we are hearing of some of the, and we are going to be launching soon various apps to help you with scheduling appointments, to help you in the management of pharmaceuticals, and to continue to improve the level of service in health and education. Not only the new hospital, new school, Chandy Singh, we're going to start a contract for phase 1. Phase 2 is going to commence almost instantaneously. We're going to complete the design to ensure that you have a modern, forward-looking school at Chandy Singh. I know many of your children are graduating across different secondary schools in Region 6 today. And I want to congratulate you and those children. But I have good news for you. Within the next 2 weeks, your children will be able to study right here in Region 6. They'll be able to study engineering, civil engineer, electrical engineer, because we are expanding the engineering faculty to Region 6, and they will be able to start their pre-medicine program right here in Region 6, because we are expanding the School of Medicine here in Region 6 for your children. These are things that we are starting almost instantaneously. We have identified 50 areas, what we call urban and suburban areas across this region, that we are going to work on the beautification project, enhancing drainage with concrete drains, and building out the infrastructure in these what we call urban and suburban areas, because we want you to enjoy the same level of service, the same level of investment, and the same level of joy that citizens across this country, whether in Georgetown, in Linden, in Berbice, in Lethem, you must enjoy the same quality of life. And that is what we are pursuing. The Ministry of Local Government, we have given them a task of doing a gap analysis on all of the markets. And before the end of today, I want to understand why the market vendors at Skeldon, why they're only allowed up to 4 o'clock to take their produce in or to take their goods in the market. And it must be fixed before we leave here. It must be fixed. And if somebody is standing in the way of fixing it, we must remove that barrier that is standing in the way of fixing it. So we have the Deputy PS here. Before I leave here, it must be fixed. A public notice must be in front of the market so that no lord or individual who believe they're lords can change that notice there at the market. So before we leave here, that must be fixed, because that's absolutely ridiculous. Our job is to support people, to help people. So today, as I said, we're going to work on a number of initiatives.
I know I might probably be a new face to all of you, but I've spent a lot of time in Berbice. I love coming here. I love Berbice. It's a beautiful place. And you know, it will just get even more beautiful with the plans that President Ali has for Region 6. I hope you've been following those plans and you know what is coming. I'm pretty sure you know about the bridge that we're going to have over the Quarantine River, the bridge we're going to have over the Berbice River, the 4-lane roads that will be from New Amsterdam to Molson Creek. You know about all the farm to market access roads. You see what we're doing in the health sector, the hospitals that we're building, the modern hospitals that we're putting, so that you do not have to travel very far distances for health benefits. In the education sector, for example, we have opened up free education for everyone across the country, including the people of Region 6. And I would like to encourage all of you to take advantage of the opportunities that the government of Guyana is offering in the education sector. So I just want to leave some stats with you because I want us to work together so that we can improve on the delivery of the services that the government is offering to the people of Region 6. So countrywide, over the last 5 years, we have awarded over 35,000 gold scholarships. But for Berbice, we've only had 4,093 applications and applicants who are currently studying on gold. We would like to triple that number. We want all of you to be part of studying and relearning and upskilling yourself. And I say this because what is coming to Berbice will require you to upskill yourself, would require you to reinvent the way that you do things. Because the jobs that are coming here will require skills. It requires skills that even if you leave Guyana and you go somewhere else, you will be required to have those skills. In terms of scholarships, my ministry has given over 2,776 scholarships, of which 277 came to Berbice.
I'll ask the regional chairman, Mr. Basant, to take the floor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Honorable Zulfikar Ali, Minister of Public Service, Government Efficiency and Implementation, Honorable Zamal Hussein, Member of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for braving the weather and coming out here today. Today's activity is a commitment that was made by His Excellency and is being fulfilled here today. His vision is to bring the cabinet to the people. Let the ministers come to you. Let the ministers listen to your complaints, to your concerns, and how we can better your lives. And that is what we're implementing here today. Visionary leadership has visionary way of thinking. And this is one of those examples. We are here to you because we know you have concerns and we want to make your lives better. That is central to this PPPC government. And that is why we're here today. So today's session is not for me or the ministers to speak to you for very long. We want to hear from you, the residents. What are some of the things that are bothering you? What are some of the things that are of concern to you? So I am the regional chairman, newly took office. A lot of persons may not know me, but I am easily accessible and I have an open door policy. And I welcome any concerns, I welcome any criticism, and I welcome you to reach out to me because I want to work for you, the citizens. I was mandated by His Excellency to work for you, the citizens, and I intend to do that to the best of my abilities. So I look forward to hearing from you, the residents of Upper Quarantine and Corriverton. Thank you.